Today, we're going to be going over how to make an off-meta offense in college football 25. Now, as someone that's been running an off-meta offense myself for quite some time now, I've been running, honestly, damn near the same offense since Madden 21. I do know a thing or two about what it takes and things you're going to need to run an off-meta offense. So this video is going to be a list of a bunch of different things that you need to look for in the offense, and even things you might need to be doing on the field to making sure that this offense has the highest success rate possible. First thing we are going to talk about is you need to be able to block blitzes, and I'm talking any blitz. If your offense at any point in the game you're just like, you know what, I don't have the personnel to block this, the requirements in which I have to do to block this blitz make it too difficult because of how the offense is structured, then maybe we should not be running this offense. Now, if your offense can and you just don't know what you need to be doing to blocking certain blitzes, go and practice and just work on, setting up protections against whatever blitz people are hitting you with. For me, my offense is very unique. For anyone that does not know, I run ace offset, Charlotte playbook. I run two tight ends, so I don't really have any troubles blocking any blitz. In something that's really cool and unique about my offense, I can block both of my tight ends if I really wanted to just get a lot more time. If they're sending everybody, and I can motion my back out wide. I know it's only 3 routes, but it's just something that's really unique that I could run an empty style, an empty, and still have extra blockers with my tight end. So you do need to be able to block blitzes. It's one of the most important things in the game. And so I've never been too big on empty formations because, I know you can motion a receiver over and block him, but a lot of times that's not really going to do it. So make sure your offense is going to be able to hold up against blitzes, and it's not going to hinder you because that's not going to get you very far. Your offense needs to have something that's unique to it. So, for example, I'm going to be referring to my offense a whole lot because it's extremely off meta. And if you're wondering, how to run my offense, I actually have a video breaking down my offense. So the link to that will actually be in the description. But the next thing we're going to talk about is your offense needs to have something that is unique about it that you really can't get with any other offenses. So, for example, when you look at like a bunch, condensed formation with really good routes out of it that are really hard to play man coverage against it, really hard to play any coverage against it. You look at a trips tight end, it's spread out, really good runs, route combos out of it. Those are some of the more meta formations. A bunch tight end, you know what I mean? Now talking off meta wise, right, my offense, for example, we talked about, it's 2 tight ends, so something that's really unique about it. Really hard to play man coverage against it because with these 2 tight ends, they're pretty much going to get free releases. They can do whatever they want with it, and running the ball wise out of my offense is always going to be really good because there's always a bunch of really good runs out of my whatever 2 tight end formation I decide to go with. I can even audible to under center. There's a bunch of a lot of really good stuff with it, so when people see it, there's a lot they got to worry about because they got to deal with my running game before they can even get to the pass game, and there's a lot of running the ball. So your offense should have something that's really unique about it, even if it's like a play, for example, like if I go to deuce close, I got this play to the far right, corners and goes, really good play, 2 inside zig routes. I mean, this is a really hard play to stop. I love this play in short downage situations, especially down in the red zone. It's just such a really good play. So the next thing, this is actually a really big one. The offense needs to make your life easier, not harder. So a lot of times, I think people might try to, run some type of off-meta offense just to say they're off-meta, but the offense might not actually be good. Just because you're in an off-meta offense doesn't mean like you're special or, so a lot of them might not even be very good because, well, there's a reason why it's off-meta because, stuff's meta because it's really good. Now there is some really good stuff out there that's not meta just because most people who play the game, they're looking at what the best people are running and they're just going to run that, which makes sense because not a lot of people want to go into practice and etc. You don't want to run an offense in which there's really nothing special to it, in where you can get the same route combos or similar setups out of it in a better formation. For example, like when you look at like a wide trips, and I'm not slamming anyone that runs wide trips because wide trips is not horrible, but I just feel like you'd much rather run like a trips tight end. And the main reason, or even like a normal trips, I just feel like there's better options out there now. You can run these offenses. I probably just slammed a bunch of people that actually might run offenses like that, but I just feel like the stuff out of trips tight end is a lot easier. It's hard to blitz trips tight end. There's great route combos out of it, all that good stuff. When I think of wide trips, I think the main reason people run it is because it has some really good RPOs in it. and stuff like that, but I think it's kind of where it ends. So don't just run an offense because you want to be off meta. Make sure it makes sense. It's going to be something that's good for you. And it's not something we're just doing to say we're doing it. So for the next one, this is definitely a really big one. Your offense needs to have good route combos. I don't care if you're trying to create the best run offense in the nation. You got to be able to pass the ball at some point. It's going to happen. There's going to be a game where you're not maybe going to be able to run the ball so well. There's going to be a game where you're running the ball great, but at some point, okay, now he's finally got you some passing downs. You got to throw the ball. You got to have good route combos. Now, the thing is with my offense, look, every quarterback is hot route master in the game. How my offense pretty much runs is I put route combos out there to break down a defense. For example, some stuff I love to do. If I'm going against like a cover 3, I might motion my running back out, put him on a zig route. And I might do a little setup like this. I'll read it left to right. If I can hit the quick seam streak, if her curl drops back with the seam streak, I got the drag underneath, and then if not, I read it to the right, and it's a high-low thing. I got the zig underneath, I got the corner route up top there from the tight end. So my stuff is really simple route combos, how I personally read it. I kind of just, if it's cover 3, I'll put this out there. If it's cover 4, I put that out there. If it's man, I put that out there. Tampa 2, etc., etc. That's kind of how I do it. So you need to have good route combos. If you're not too worried about the route combos itself in the formation, and you just like the alignment of the formation, you know how to break down coverages, you'll be fine. But for a lot of people, you might want to make sure that these formations actually have some really good plays. Some stuff. In the playbook I'm in, tight doubles has a really good play. Where is it at? It's a zig under, that play right there in the middle. This is a really good play. Really good route combos. You got the outside zig on the left. You got the inside zig on the right. Inside zigs in this game are so good. This is a really good route combo. You can run this against so much different stuff. So make sure whatever offense you run, you got plays out there that are really good. They're not just basic. They're plain Jane. You want to have something a little spicy out there. Now this one right here is a big one for me. This might be universally different. We kind of touched up on it a little bit. I feel like in any offense, this doesn't even have to be an off-meta offense. You got to be able to run the ball a little bit. Or if you know what, maybe you're not big on the run and you could care less, then I think your offense needs to have some type of really nice RPO to keep the defense at bay. Because look, if your offense is just pass every single down, you're just going to make it hard on yourself. You really are, because the defense is like, okay, we're just going to pass commit every play. We're going to set it up how we got to set it up, and we're not worrying about nothing else but the pass. I feel like you just become way too predictable and way too, just too simple. You don't want to fall into the defense hands. So I feel like you got to, at least have some type of nice, really RPO, like this play to the right here is a really nice RPO I like to run. So it's an RPO bubble. I got a few RPOs. I got another one to the far left, RPO alert bubble. Out of this doubles, I got a nice RPO. This one's actually really nasty. I'm going to show you guys this one. It's kind of like I can actually keep this with the quarterback. It's got some big play potential and a really good one. So even if it's just you having a maybe if you're not too worried about the run, just have some nice RPO to always the defense has to keep in mind, okay, well, we got to watch out for this quick RPO right here. But me personally, I think you got to be able to run the ball, which my offense is really good at that. I'll give you guys a little preview if you've never seen it. I'll come out my ace offset and I'll get nasty with it. I mean, we're going to audible down a stretch and it gets just nasty. And, before you even got to deal with my pass dots, you got to deal with the running game. So I feel like if you have a solid run game behind your scheme, it just makes everything so much easier. It's going to open up the pass game. Just makes your life easy. Now, out of everything that we've talked about so far, this one might be number 1, number 2 when it comes to the most important part of now, not just creating an off-meta offense, just creating an offense in general. You have to be patient. So when I say be patient, you're not going to run the offense for one game and think you're Tom Brady in it. That's just not how that works. You're going to have to go into practice mode. First of all, the practice mode is the first thing that you should be doing. You should be in practice mode. What I would do is go to CFB Fan. If you're looking to, for what offense you want to run, this is the website right here. It's called CFB Fan. It's basically similar to MuttGG for Madden. And you got everything. You got every single formation you could possibly want. You got gun list of every single formation. If you want to look at it just based off team playbooks, you could do that. You can pretty much look for anything on here. So go to CFB Fan, find out what you want to run. Once you've done that, you got to hit the practice field. Things that I would do in practice is running. If you're trying to test out runs and stuff, just test out runs against meta defenses. People running the dollar A gap blitz, 3-4, 6-1, mid blitz. You know, just test running the ball against those things. Those are most of the time. That's what you're going to see out there. Passing the ball wise, you know, have the defense come out and cover fours, cover threes, mans. Typically, I would also try to have them come out in meta blitzes and stuff like that, and just try working on throwing the ball against those. Like if 3-4, have them come out in a 3-4 odd and maybe a pinch bucko. Also try, you know, double bug, mid blitz, and, you know, just a bunch of different stuff like that. I'm trying to see. I don't know if I have the cover 3 A gap blitz. Yeah, I don't think I have it in this playbook. But yeah, just mess around in there, and then once you're ready, take it to head, and, you know, you're probably gonna have some hiccups in there. Whatever hiccups you have in there, then go back to practice mode and, you know, be like, okay, this is what I was struggling with, and then try that out in practice. And you got to be patient with it, man. It's going to take time. If it's an offense that you really think you're going to enjoy and you're really going to like, it's going to take more than a day. It's just what it is. It's going to take time, and you're just going to have to be patient with it. Now, I'll be honest, I don't remember how long it took me to get comfortable in ace offset. I honestly don't think it took me very long. I mean, man, I made this offense so long ago, man. I made it back in like Madden 21, but that's pretty much all I got for this one, though. I just wanted to try to give out a bunch of tips, information, anything I could when it comes to making an off-meta offense, because I feel like I'm the right person to make the video because I run an off-meta offense. So if you guys have any other questions, you guys can comment them down below. Sort of some stuff that I might have left off on here that we could have talked about, so you guys can comment that. If this video did help you, or if you guys enjoyed the video, man, you guys can drop a like. And like I also said earlier in the video, I will have a link down in the description to a full breakdown of my offense. I'm sure I'll probably get an updated video of it out soon because, you know, things change over time. Different route combos, different looks as the game changes. New cards come out, different abilities happen, and new stuff happens. New things always change in the offense. It's the same thing, but, you know, there's always new little wrinkles and all that stuff. So maybe I'll get a new breakdown of it out soon. But that's pretty much all I got for this one, though, man. If you guys aren't sub to the channel. Lots of more, you know, college football 25 content's going to be on the way. You don't want to miss it. So the next time, man, see y'all in the next one.